Good morning, y'all. It is the Power Morning Show. Msy.Chrissy and Scratch Master here. It is your morning trend coming to you. Compliments Rick's Cafe. Walk in, dance out, and I know for sure some people are gonna be dancing when they know who we have in studio today with us, all the way from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Skinny Fabulous, what up?
Microphone.
Check 1 2. What's that?
Skinny,
Hey, you sounding good?
you're sounding muffled. You have your hand on your on your wait, Samsung.
Listen, I will not have any Samsung.
Relax with that sound argument.
Right,
Thank
right.
you.
You're clearing up a little bit there now.
But if you do have some headphones, like those headsets, that might work good as well. If you have one handy, just in case. Say something for us again. Let's get a little mic check.
4, 5. Who are some of us good?
Yeah, it sounds like your hand covering something on your phone. But
Yeah,
anyway,
if you can get a headset, that would be dope. Y'all, we have Skinny Fabulous right here with us on the morning trend on Power 95. Big up to everybody live on the Facebook as well.
Call back.
Yeah, let's get the headset. And of course, we're going to talk so many things with Skinny. We're excited to hear what's going on over there in St. Vincent and the Grenadines with him because, of course, they have, certain things happening. We know Carnival got canceled, right?
Carnival got canceled in St. Vincent.
Yeah, man. So
We're gonna find out about that. We're gonna find out about what he is doing in this downtime. Creatively and so on and so forth.
Yeah, man. And also, we just mentioned it in the world entertainment news, but have you seen pictures of Drake's mansion?
No.
Scratch Master. When I say lavish,
Uh-huh.
it is lavish. It's like a literal, limestone mansion. There's mirrors everywhere.
Right.
There's marble and all sorts of craziness. It looks like an old school because they even said it's 19th century.
Right.
So it's a spin on that type of era. So
So it's kind of classic then.
yeah, it's kind of classic, but with just hints of modern flavor in the decor.
Was it built from scratch or this is something that he purchased that was there already?
I have no idea if it was built from scratch, but I know it was decorated. Like the whole place was overhauled for him.
Right.
In Toronto. I like the fact that he made his mansion in his hometown, rather than in Los Angeles. Like most people end up moving to Los Angeles.
Right.
So, big up to Drake on that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna leave. He ain't gonna leave
Yeah,
Toronto.
he's loyal to
Drake,
T-Dot.
He ain't gonna leave there at all.
Yeah, man. So he's actually on the spread of Architectural Digest, and it's going to be a look inside of the home. They're going to be talking to the designer as well.
Right.
So for all of those architectural heads, I know they're going crazy right now. Sonia is saying it was built from the ground up. Okay, good stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
50,000 square foot.
50,000.
50,000. Could you imagine living in a house that's 50,000 square feet?
All right, Skinny, you're back. All right, put your channel up.
Yep.
Hello.
Skinny Fabulous. I don't know what's going on with your microphone this morning, I'm not hearing you.
The mic check was backstage.
It's backstage.
Anyway.
We can hear you now. Good morning. How you feeling? How's St. Vincent and the Grenadines right now?
St. Vincent is calm. Because as the rest of the world.
Right.
We have been discouraged to gather or have any sort of functions and social functions,
right.
including those of worship.
Yeah.
But it is. I don't think it is mandatory. It is something that the government is encouraging heavily.
All right.
Well, they're discouraging it. But it is not a case where we are under any kind of lockdown per se.
Oh, you're not on any sort of lockdown. So what are you doing?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. But what are you doing to stay creative?
That is a challenge, honestly, for me. I mean, the creativity on its own is not a problem, but to get into the mood to be creative, I think for me is a challenge. So this has been like going on to 4 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks or so.
But so like So, like, when you have to write for Marshall, how challenging is that versus
Well, I
writing
mean,
for yourself?
outside of this environment, the writing is not a problem. It is just that this particular time,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's kind of somber and
But I
you
can
know,
see
so I
the
have
look on your face. Yeah. Now I can see the look on your face. It's different. I mean, the fact that you're not getting to, as you would call it, service your records, interact with your fans.
but on a normal writing comes it's like an artist who paints, you know, there and I'm not sure if there's a formula for how he paints other than having a template, but I think it's just a case where he follows the brush. And in
Mm-hmm.
this case, he follows the proverbial pen, so to speak.
Right.
In the case of a Marshall Montano, it's not very difficult simply because we have been working for quite an amount of years.
Right.
And so I would know all about what songs like him
Right. 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 Okay.
versus what is for me. Because you know, it's a bad man. You know, dealing with the other.
Oh, you are. Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
of course. Welcome on board. Welcome on board.
I see the name. I'm like Skinny Fabulous, aka Badman. Like what?
Skinny
What?
Man, you actually put that?
He put that. It's
Yeah.
literally on the screen right now, Scratch Master. What is
guy-
this Badman thing? I don't
Oh,
understand.
Skinny. I say Skinny. When you're doing, just put your name Skinny Fabulous. I ain't even realize Skinny Fabulous, aka
Listen, Badman can't even fit fully on the screen
Yeah,
right now.
AKA
When three of us here.
That's all I see on my screen. Skinny Fabulous, aka B.
What makes you a bad man, sir?
It's just a state. It's just a state of mind.
Is it
And
okay?
it comes out in the music. You know, I like to deliver music very aggressive. You know, I'm not one of those male guys who type of. I would. I prefer that. You know? And so it requires a sort of bad man mentality.
Yeah.
Into the energies.
Yeah. I would imagine. I mean, from Monster and Charge Up, you could definitely hear the Badman influence. I mean, did you start off with soca, or you used to do other genres before getting into soca?
No, I started off with dancehall actually. So Scratch will tell you, I started off as mini bounty killer, but it have been my personality, you know.
Right.
And so my earlier inspiration came from listening to a bounty killer
Right.
for aggression and I guess delivery, potency in the delivery.
Right.
However, the charisma and the personality and just the liberal antics on stage, I think I got inspiration from a being
Mhm.
and I pursued a career in dancehall for I would say most of my teenage
Yes.
20
And
years.
why the switch?
Uh, once you discover soca anyway, there's no turning back. That is the politically correct way to say it. As long as you discover a love and a passion for soca music, it is very hard to push and you're all into another genre. And
Right.
soca music takes up a lot of your energy and your love and your joy, and so you have no room for any other genre.
Mhm.
But the morbid side of that is that I did actually pursue it hard when I went to Jamaica and invested in studio time and did all of that, and then realized that
Mhm.
you're expected to do
Hold a second for. Mm-hmm. Hold on. We lost that. Can you say that for us again?
Just repeat that one more time. Yeah.
I was saying that as a Vincentian artist,
Yeah.
you really feel that I want to do soca. So me venturing into Jamaica
Yeah.
to do dancehall, which I did. I invested, I spent the money and studio time.
Right.
Although it was respected
Yeah.
and it was praised for what it was still only acknowledged as a novelty. As a you're a guest, oh, it's happy that you're here visiting, doing your thing, but I was still and maybe will always be just an outsider to the dancehall. In the same way, I think when Beanie Man does a super song,
Right.
or when Mr. Vegas does a super song, we appreciate the song, but we don't consider Mr. Vegas now a super artist.
A genuine soca artist.
I feel you. I had people
So
eat off my
it's
head.
like that. That was a big challenge to begin with. So I batted in my crease. I decided to stay in my lane out of necessity. And that necessity became a serious and a sincere passion, which is
Yeah.
soca.
Right.
Skinny, if you have a headset close by, if you can get that, that might probably help us great with hearing you just a little better. We're hearing a little echo on our end, and we want to make sure that all that good juice you're delivering right now, that everyone who's listening to Power 95, they can definitely hear us. Y'all, it is the morning trend coming to you. Compliments Rick's Cafe. Walk in, dance out.
Something I want to find out, Skinny, as you look for that. Vincy Carnival is now canceled. I know that, they were delaying, and everybody was watching. I shouldn't say delaying, but watching to see how the coronavirus would play out. And eventually the decision was made. I know at first the mass bands decided that hey, we really can't execute. And I know you are a mass band owner yourself with Oxygen and St. Vincent. I mean,
Right.
now that we don't have Vincy Mass for 2020, how are you dealing with that?
Well, first off, as a band leader for Oxygen,
Yeah.
it is sort of it's a big blow for all mass bands across the world.
Right.
Because a lot of persons don't really stop to think about the effort and the energy and the money that goes into mass and its production and delivering it and having all the trinkets and all the fancy stuff and the service on the road.
If you're doing it properly,
if you're doing it properly. And so the preparation for such a venture starts months ahead. And so by the time this COVID-19 hit, most bands would have already invested a lot of finances and energy into it. So you could understand that there is now no real way to guarantee recouping that loss.
Yeah.
And in general, it's a really sobering reality too, because it teaches you not to put all your eggs into one basket and cash it before time.
Facts.
Yeah,
so basically, you're holding on to that investment for 2021 in a sense.
More or less. And there is no guarantee that 2021 will even be the same.
Right. That's
the
true.
next thing. Because we have to
a lot of persons, I would say maybe 60 or more % of our mass players, they're overseas.
Right.
And in New York and across the US is a little difficult. There are a lot of persons that were laid off, and it would take time. It would take a while to rebuild their financial confidence, so to speak. And mass may not be on their top list.
Right. Because we're saying even with tourism, they're predicting about 18 months for us to get back to that space. Do you think Carnival is going to take that long as well?
I mean, I might shoot myself in my foot too, but I honestly think that there will be no Carnival this year. For Grenada, well, I saw Caravan, I just cancelled. Scratch your hold on your head, you're not having no Carnival, or you're not having no job happening. Okay.
I don't know what right now. You're trying to give me a heart attack by saying there's no job. Do you not understand that we still have hope that is going to happen?
Listen, Grenada 2 weeks now, Yeah? Grenada have 24-hour curfew about almost 2 weeks now.
Don't come and wish that by us. We have a job, okay?
Honestly, I think I enjoy, and I'm going out on a limb here, I enjoy and play jab more than you, and certainly more than Scratch. Scratch is not a jab man. But you cannot, Chrissy, and I'm not intention, you cannot play a jab like me.
Who's going to do a two-way match this year? Me!
You cannot play a jab than me, when I prepare myself with my brown down. And I get a nice round stew looking chicken with the dumpling and thing at around 3 p.m. And I lick my partner's club for them heavy duty helmet. And then I'm not using a castor oil and not have a lead. I go into the used diesel oil from the tractor in some scrap yard. The real people. No, do not test me. As you real job man here. All right.
No, Skinny, honestly, I really love how you embrace that jab and you come to Grenada and enjoy it. We all appreciate it. We definitely do. Now, I have a question because I just had this argument with Scratch Master all the time. Scratch believes that Soca Monarch in St. Vincent
is the baddest thing in the world.
Thank you.
But have you experienced Grenada? Like, can they be? You have.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Put them side by side. Which one?
They're close. It's close. It's very close.
I mean, I would say the closest thing to our behavior is Grenada.
Yeah.
So St. Vincent and Grenada, we are the two closest neighboring islands for sure. And you can tell. So we share a lot of the same riotous DNA. We love the aggression and we love to party boastful for spite. You know, it's never a regular show for Grenadians. It's never a catwalk for the intentions. We're not there to be. We're there to mash up things. But St. Vincent is a different beast. I like Grenada and rolling up in the modern thing in the white fit in the countryside thing. But you see us, we run through banana fields and rip up Tanya and Eddie and thing and walk with our whole coal pot on somebody's stove and thing. We don't play no kind of normal juvie over here. You understand? And so is a different beast altogether, you know.
I love it though. I love the energy that Grenadians and Vincentians have.
Skinny was the artist that got the Prime Minister and the airport to reopen at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yes. So
that he could get a helicopter to bring him into Victoria Park.
That is how serious we take.
The airport is closed. The last flight is what, 10 or something so.
Right.
The airport opened back.
You're telling me about the levels to this? You open
the airport to open back with the helicopter.
Now, speaking of Soca, do you still compete? Because I know you stopped, you went back. What are you gonna do? What are the plans with you and competition?
Honestly, for me, I understand why the upcoming artists will do competition, as I'm not going to discount it as a catapult and a catalyst for a decent career, right? It has its uses. It's a very good promotional tool.
Yes.
Some of that zest and potency of Soca Monarch and the merit of doing it is decreasing. I'll admit that, but it's still very useful for upcoming artists to do. Me, on the other hand, when I decided to go back into the competition, it was not for the merit of promotion and expanding any type of brand. However, St. Vincent, because we as a country, as a culture, as a nation, as a people, we believe in this thing called Soca Monarch. And so it doesn't matter how many other folks there are, Soca Monarch will remain the premier effect in St. Vincent. And so when the majority and when the masses called for you to make an appearance, I did it for the fans. I did it because I know they wanted it and I know they were begging for me to do it. And so I did it for them, not because it's a formula that I believe in.
But are you gonna, with Carnival off right now, are you gonna do any music? I mean, you Carnival is postponed. I mean, what's gonna happen with Skinny musically?
Here's the dilemma. The dilemma is, right? Normally when you remember, doing a song is not free. So I'll talk the behind the scenes business now. When you do a song, if you want it to sound proper, you're paying the producer maybe $2,500 US.
Right.
Then you have to pay people like Scratch Master $1,000 sometimes.
You know what I mean?
Right? you might gotta pay my phone. All kind of craziness, you know. and then you have to pay to blast it. Then you have to pay to promote it. And if you really want to make an impact, then you have to pay an additional $5,000 to get a proper video done. So if you're looking at investing in a song that you actually believe in, you might find yourself into if you really want to go
$8,000.
Yeah. If that you're going to spend that money for a season that does not exist, you have to think hard if it is the wisest decision.
If it's a wise decision.
Yes, because you know for sure you're not going to make it back in shows.
Not right now.
Not right now. And maybe we are now getting into the culture as Caribbean people of buying songs on iTunes, which is really good.
Right.
However, the motivation to purchase also comes from the energy you get from hearing that song in your face.
Right.
The song, your vibes it. You might go home the next morning and download that song. So
but I mean, people are home and wanting new music. Do you think that's enough motivation to go on iTunes and buy music?
I know. I mean, I think some will, but I know in general. I mean, Carnival facilitates the urge to purchase. Carnival facilitates that spontaneous need to go and purchase this song because it hits you different enough. Everybody will tell you that. You hear a song on the radio, and it might be like, that song all right. You hear that same song in a fete, it's a different story. And so effects play a very important role in how a song connects to something.
Right. So in the meantime, you just write an extempo.
In the meantime, I've been writing, but I haven't been motivated. So to
you understand where Missy going with that comment?
What?
But anyway, you understand what Missy going with that comment?
Well, I don't know. We don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Scotch. Skinny and I are lost right now.
All
we
right.
have no idea.
I could help you find yourself, but I ain't gonna do that right now. I ain't gonna do that.
Right. But you know what? I'm actually going to just drop a random freestyle thing this evening, just because I was bored and I have nothing else to do. So I'm gonna drop something this evening on YouTube.
On where?
IG and YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what's your IG so everybody can follow you if they aren't already? But
follow me, because in general, I'm a very good-looking guy. I'm very good-looking. That's all I want to say. So you can't lose. Just follow me, Skinny Fabulous, on IG, on Facebook. Your audio went. I'm not hearing you anymore.
Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, that's weird. Nothing happened that was different on our part.
Yeah.
Let us know when you can hear us again.
I'm hearing you now.
Yeah,
okay,
that's all right.
Great. I was looking at your beard and I'm wondering if it's naturally that way or if you've been maintaining it or you've been able to go to the barber.
I took a lineup. A lineup sometime recently.
Okay, so the barber shops are still open by you?
Yes, we jamming still.
We talked to Natty beard almost like Santa Claus.
Natty look like Natty.
Yeah, okay, because all of that is closed right now in Grenada. So
we in St. Vincent, I mean, the public, some parts of the public, they're generally concerned about the pros and cons of locking down the country. And I think what is happening now, maybe we are trying to maybe wait and see. I'm not sure, but in stages, though, I can see that the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they are slowly but surely getting persons prepared or into the mentality of curfew and lockdowns. But for right now, there are no police that will lock you up for being on the road.
Okay, interesting. Now, last question, at least from me.
Yeah.
Is it that marijuana got legal in St. Vincent or it's still being worked on?
It is decriminalized.
Okay.
Decriminalized. All right.
Yeah. And
anyway?
from the words of the Prime Minister, he has instructed the police or the commissioner not to lock up anybody for smoking a spliff.
Okay.
Okay.
And so what they're being asked to do is to do it in the privacy of your own home, not do it in public spaces and that kind of thing.
Interesting. Okay. Scratch, anything from you before we lock off with the one and only Skinny Fabulous?
Nah, man. Skinny safe. Skinny safe. Skinny safe.
Good stuff. Well, Skinny, thank you so much for joining us right here on Power 9-5. We hope that you enjoy the time, and hopefully we have Carnival soon, right?
Well, put it this way. If they have Grenada Carnival, he will be here.
Well, he had no choice.
Even if he had to swim.
Because he had Carnival in St. Vincent this year.
Yeah.
And he had to come and show up.
I am secretly hoping that Grenada has a carnival, because honestly, Grenada Juve, and I'm from St. Vincent, Grenada Juve is the best experience for me, right? St. Vincent Carnival is the hottest carnival in the world, right? The Juve for Grenada, however.
The sun hotter in July. August is rainy season.
You mean hot? Like, oh God, it's hot in here.
Anyway,
the only thing I'll give you though is the Juve. I enjoy Juve. Juve speaks to me. Jab Juve speaks to me, to my soul.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yo, Skinny Fabulous, aka the Bad Man, was right here on Power 9-5 this morning. Thank you so much for locking in. Of course, you know the hit list is coming up in a short. Keep it locked on to Power 9-5.
1, 2, 3. Wash your hands.